Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel if you're returning. If you're new here, my name is Tori and I am going to be planning for the week in my A5 hobonichi home. This is where I kind of do memory keeping and I use the daily pages for journaling. This is this previous week. I am filming on Sunday, so I haven't filled Sunday out, but I will try to do that before tomorrow. So we are going to be planning for May the 20th through the 26th. And I'm kind of thinking I kind of want to just do like pen, marker, and washi. That feels a little controversial because I'm a sticker maximalist. But I don't know. Something about just laying down some washi and getting the plans on paper is what is appealing to me right now. So I think we're just going to let the washi do the work and swatch some markers and call it a day. I don't think I'm going to do anything too intense this week because I don't really... It's not that I don't feel like it. I'm just, it's not my spirit saying go a different route. So we're going to try it. I don't know if I'll end up liking it, but you know, you'll never know if you don't try. So I want to find, I got this thing when I purchased my order from Print Pression when they were doing like the liquidation sale, and it's like this pen looking thing, but it's a ceramic pen cutter, and this washi is a little like thicker because it's a gloss on the surface. So yeah, I think I'm gonna need the cutter for it, so we shall see. Okay, and I feel like I've talked to you all since this past week. Normally I'm like updating you on the week after, like what am I trying to say? Normally I feel like I'm updating you about the previous week when I plan the next week, but I feel like I've already done that since I did voiceovers for my last videos where I did kind of talk about what happened. That is the worst cut I've ever made in my life. Oh my goodness. Thank goodness it didn't go all the way through. That was curvy. Oh my goodness. Okay. We're going to have to turn this around. Struggling. I've just basically been watching more of Boba Fett and the Mandalorian. The Book of Boba Fett and the Mandalorian, excuse me. I don't know. When Grogu showed up in that second half of the Book of Boba Fett, I got into it again because, you know, I'm sorry, I'm knocking the camera right now, but I am Team Pedro Pascal all the way. I don't even got to see his face. Just want to watch him do his thing. So, wow, this is not going well for me. I cut the washi and the washi does nothing. It's not like it can't tear because I know I've torn it before, but it's like, oh, you thought you were going to use a blade? We don't do those here. Like, I feel like I'm cutting more of the washi card or something. Oh my gosh. Didn't even have the right effect, but we're moving on because that was painful. Anyways, I have just been watching more of Grogu and the Mandalorian. I finished the Book of Boba Fett, and I will say, I was talking bad about it before, but I do think it is a pretty good story about a dude just trying to find his place in the world. I'll give him that. You know, it's not a bad story. It's not boring. It just takes a minute to get into it, I feel like. So think I'm going to use a Crayola Super Tip because I feel like it's going to match better than the Tombow. Unless I have a lighter Tombow. But this one's more peachy. So I feel like this has more orange tone and this is just too light. I think we'll do this one. We'll see. And then maybe an orange somewhere. I could use... trying to find... I think that one might be too bright. That's not even orange. Maybe the dot marker orange, because y'all know I talk about how light these show up. So let's try that. Oh, okay. So we've got another day, another dollar. And let's see, what else? I literally haven't done anything but watch those shows. I don't think I have anything else to update you guys on. I haven't gone back to work yet, so yeah, I'm just kind of been chilling like a villain. I went to the store to grab some more coffee creamer. Our fire alarms needed new batteries, so I bought some batteries. But that's it. So I hope your week has been going well. Like, literally, the reason I'm struggling is because I did voiceovers for a video today on Saturday and then today on Sunday. And I think I did the voiceovers on Friday. So I'm filming this video on Sunday. So, like, there's not been a week of things happening for me to catch you guys up on. So forgive me for my lack of conversation. But we're gonna do with this week header, which you'd think like the dot marker would be the color that the Super Tips is like coming out with, but it's not. And I don't, y'all know I don't really care for these dot markers because they're just so light. So confused. The pigment, man. Guess they ran out when they made those. Alright. I am going to use these because they somewhat match with what we've got going on. Not perfectly, but we need to use these. So this will be the this week. And we'll do highlights again, this section. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then do let's see. I think I'll use the other color, like the one that I did the work swatches, because 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the Tombow. I'm using the soft tip today. We'll see how it works out for us. Also, if you don't want to hear me ramble about more Mandalorian thoughts, just mute me, play something else. But I've got thoughts. So, while I'm sitting here, I figured I would share them. I feel like it's a really interesting concept, like the whole Mandalorian society. Because we as human beings really have never lived a life where we don't see each other physically, you know? Messed that arrow all kinds of messed up, but that's fine. Like, we judge each other so much based on appearances, but what if your appearance was just a Mandalorian hood half the time, you know, like, or the helmet? because if you know anything about the Mandalorian, you know it has like a really signature helmet situation happening. And in the show, it kind of focuses or looks at how different like sects of the society, sex as in S-E-C-T, how they've evolved over the society's time. And I think it's really interesting because there's, you know, the sect that the Mandalorian himself, who Pedro Pascal plays, is a sect that's believed to be super religious and never takes their helmets off. And if they do, they're no longer considered Mandalorians. And then there are other Mandalorians who don't believe that and who just like take their helmets off whenever they want to. And so it's like this interesting juxtaposition of like people who never take the helmets off. Like, what, you know, I guess they live like, I wonder how differently that impacts their life, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. Like, because they're not worried about what they look like. And I'm not saying that anybody in Mandalorian society is worrying about that when their whole planet has gone. They've got bigger concerns. But I'm talking like, say we're back in the Mandalorian heyday and we're doing fine. What are we thinking? Like, what happens when, say, like, I want to know, excuse me, but maybe this is just girl energy here, but how do they have relationships if they never see each other's faces? Which, okay, you can like somebody based on their personality, but I just don't see the Mandalorian procreation system working with helmets. I have not read into this. I should, because I'm like, do they just, you know, does everybody just have a foundling, or do they actually procreate like humans, or are they just adopting people left and right? Like, I need to know these questions. I should probably not be asking you. I should probably like go do my own research, and I probably will, because it's stuff I keep thinking about. Like, how does the Mandalorian family, like, what does that look like? Obviously, in this show, we're not seeing that right now. So it's just not a concern when we're like making sure that the planet survives. But yeah, I don't know. These are thoughts that I have. We'll see. Okay, so I need to pay storage. I keep meaning to pay that and never do, but we know the woman who we pay for, so it's like not, it is something I need to get done. I'm not saying that it's not, but we do have kind of a bit of a more special circumstance with that, so okay. But let's see, I do want to walk Waffles. I feel like he had a lot of fun. I was exhausted, but you know, what else? What else? I do want to try to read another book. I finished The Duke and I started The Viscount Who Loved Me. So in between like The Mandalorian, I've also got Bridgerton going on in my brain. It is an interesting place to be, I will tell you that much. Okay. What else do I want to do? Oh, I need to weed the bushes out front. They're getting pretty gross, and it's kind of embarrassing. But, you know, you're tired and you don't want to spend your weekend doing more work. So, that's what happens. Okay, so we've got... Okay, y'all, I'm not even gonna put in a sticker for take out the trash. Who is she? We don't know her. What else? Is there anything? I think... I don't think so. If we do know of something, I'll add it in later. I think the only thing else I want to do is put a little more washi down, because why the heck not? I'm gonna go a little different this time and put some down here. And then gonna try anyways. Let's see. Woohoo, weekend. That K is looking kind of sad. Okay. I don't know if I have anything else. I don't think I do. So that is pretty much going to be the week, I think. Yeah. So if you made it this far with me, I appreciate you listening to my rambles. We're gonna see how 3 strips of washi and 1 sticker hold me over. I'm gonna try really hard not to use any stickers this week. I just feel like a challenge. I don't know why. I'll probably bow out very quickly, but we'll see. We'll see. So I'll keep you updated. If you follow me on Instagram, I'll probably post about it there before I get to updating you all here on YouTube. But I go by the same name on Instagram as I do with this channel. It's just Tori Hopper Plans. So thank you so much for spending some time with me, and if you made it this far and you're not subscribed, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel and giving this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.